Hey guys, so this is a pick a card reading on what your love interest is telling others about you. Yeah, what your love interest is telling others about you. We're using a deck of playing cards and the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So we're just using the playing cards for the piles, to basically choose a card. So I'm gonna shuffle, and whatever three cards fly out is the three cards we're gonna go with. So let's get to it. What does this person's love interest say to other people about them? Okay, let's go. So we have the Four of Clubs, which is the Four of Wands. Okay, two actually came out. So the Ace of Swords and the Jack of Cups, or the Knight of Cups. That's the three you can choose from. So pile number one is the Four of Wands. Pile number two is the Ace of Swords. Pile number three is the Knight of Cups, Jack of Hearts. Alright, we're going to get started with pile number one. So, what is your love interest telling others about you? One, two, three. Let's go. One more. Telling other people about them. Okay, let's go. Queen of Pentacles. The King of Swords in reverse. Oh, 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 oh. The Lovers. Oh, okay. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles reverse. So, what your love interest is telling others about you. So for some of you, it could be that you're a very stable person. You're a very passionate person. They could also be saying that you're quite family oriented. For some of you, they could be telling others that you're basically hinting to them that you want to get married, and they're just kind of like, oh, okay. I'm gonna have to think about that one. So I don't know, for some of you, you might be hinting to this person the idea of marriage, and your love interest is like, okay, well, they're having a discussion about it with their, friends and family, and could even be co-workers as well. See what they think about it too. See if it's too fast or if it's too slow. Some of them, some of you guys, they could be planning to propose to you. I'm not trying to get everyone's hopes up, but this is for like a small number of you. Your love interest could be planning to propose to you, and they're talking to others to try and find out how to do that, and how to do it in the best way, how to do it in the most appropriate way for you, because they want it to work out. The proposal, they don't want to hear no from you. So yeah. They could be telling others that they feel quite stable with you. You're basically their foundation. Wow, that's deep. So yeah, that's for some of you. For some of you, they're telling others that you're quite motherly. You can look after yourself and you look after others around you. For some of you, they could be telling others that you're very beautiful. Your hair's beautiful, your body's beautiful, you're very flawless to them. Again, some of them could be telling others that, they plan to marry you later on and, have kids eventually. Some of them could be telling others that they want to eventually try, after getting married, try for a baby. Or some of them could be saying that they are trying. So if some of you are trying to have babies around now, they're letting their friends know, like, we're trying, but we're just waiting to see what happens. For those where the connection is not really that deep in terms of marriage and pregnancy, they just feel that you're a very stable person and you're very nurturing as well. They could be telling others that you're very practical. They also could be telling others that you're very good with money. And they also could be telling others that you know how to look after them. So you look after them well, in a way a mother does. You meet their needs. If it's not as deep, if your scenario is not as deep as the scenario I'm picking up, there's another scenario I'm getting where you guys just have they're basically telling people that you're wife material, that if they was to take you very seriously, it would go well because you're a very serious person. They're telling people that you don't try to control them, or you don't try to assert authority onto them. So you're quite free when it comes to your connection with them. You're not, suffocating them, which they like. Sometimes they might be telling they might be telling other people that you don't really talk as much as they would like. So they might like to have some conversations with you, some deep ones, but you're not really trying to talk about what they want to talk about. So if it's too deep, you kind of just change the conversation. Um, or some of you don't have the time to talk to them as much as they would like, basically, and that's what they're telling other people. Um, they're telling other people they really like you. So if you're in a relationship with this person, they're basically saying that they're happy in their relationship with you, and they feel like everything's going well so far. If you're not in a relationship with this person, they are telling people that you get along very well, that you're quite similar, and they feel that the energy is mutual between you guys, and you guys reciprocate energies very well. Um, some of you, they're telling people that you don't really offer much to them. So okay, so in a sense of, you won't really be the one to say, oh, let's go here, like let's go here, let's do this. They're the ones that usually have to do that. So in terms of like providing for them, like looking after them, you can do that and you do that. But when it comes to like ideas of what you guys can do together, they're the ones that basically have to come up with that. So that's what they could be telling people. It's for some of you. For some of you, they're basically saying that you're a very sure person. You're not someone that is indecisive. When you're going to do something, you do it. When you have an idea, you just go through with it, and they really like that about you, because they might be quite an indecisive person. So it's nice to have a connection with someone that is, certain about a lot of things. Because a lot of the cards are even here, it's kind of like they just like being around you. So there is times you give them space and you can be quite detached, but when they are with you, they have a really good time. So that is what they're telling people. Majority of the cards here are court cards, so you just have a very mature vibe about you. So it could be telling people that you're very mature, you act older than your age, in a good way, and they appreciate that, because they might have dealt with people that were just really immature, and they just don't want to deal with people like that anymore. So to deal with someone that's mature now, or to talk to someone that's mature now, is kind of a breath of fresh air, and it's something new. Or if it's not that it's something new, is that they are a mature person. So to see someone that's actually mature as well is just, it makes them feel very relaxed and very happy. So that's what they could be telling other people about you. Some of them could be saying that sometimes you don't really ask them questions about themselves, or you don't really study them as much as they would like. So okay, cool, you guys have a strong soulmate connection, but at times they would like you to take the initiative to ask them certain things, and sometimes you don't. And they could be talking to their friends about that, like, well, I wish, pal number one would, ask me if I'm okay sometimes, or ask me, what I think about XYZ. That would be great, but sometimes they just don't do that. So, what can I really do about that? Still love them, but I would like that. So that's what they're telling other people. They could be telling other people that you have a strong connection with your mom. Um, it's not it's not in a bad way, but I don't know. There's a few of you that have a strong connection with your mum, and they feel the need to tell people that, like, this person, they have a strong connection with their mum. Um, so yeah. Again, at times is a bit weird, because one moment you guys are very nurturing, and then another moment you're quite detached. So sometimes they're just a bit confused about that. They're just like, oh, partner one, like, they can be very um like nurturing, and then the next minute is I don't hear from them. So I don't really know what's going on there, but they are someone that I would eventually, want to be serious with and then want to be with. And if you are with this person, as in a relationship, then that's just certain aspects of your personality they don't really get, because it's 1 minute you're just really interested in, and then in the next you're not. So they're like, okay. But yeah, that's something that they discuss. I think that's all I'm getting for pile number 1. So if you like this reading, you can like and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can look in the description box below. The details are there. And I will talk to you guys later. But now we're going to go to pile number 2. So pile number 2, this is if you chose the Ace of Swords. So pile number 2, what is your love interest telling others about you? Pile number 2 is love interest telling others about them. Oh wow, the same card came out. Okay, we'll take it. Oh right, sorry guys. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Princess of Swords reverse, the Three of Pentacles, and the World. And you have Strength reversed at the bottom of the deck. So they could be telling, your love interest could be telling people that you are a bit of a chatterbox. You just like to talk about a lot of stuff. And sometimes they're just like, I don't know how to respond to number 2 when they're talking about certain things, because I don't really have knowledge in that department. So they'll talk about a range of different things, and I'm just kind of like, okay, like I'll try and make it seem like I understand what pile number 2 is talking about, but sometimes I actually don't. So it's not a bad thing. It's just they are vulnerable with, their friends or whoever they're saying this to, because they can't say it to you, because then they'll feel silly. But you guys might be like, no, I will just explain to them, in depth what I meant. But, some people, if they don't understand what you're saying, they don't want to sound silly. So they're just going to act like they understand what you're saying. So, yeah. So for some of you, yeah, they're saying that you're a chatterbox in a good way. But they just don't understand what you're saying. And 2, they could be saying that they sometimes don't understand when you do certain things. They don't get it. So when you make a point, sometimes they don't get your point. They're just like, I don't understand what you're saying. For some of okay, for some of you, they might be saying that you're a bit delusional. So you'll say something and then they're just kind of like, but that's not the facts though. That's how you feel, but is that the facts of the situation? So they could be saying that you guys' communication is just a bit weird recently, because they just feel like sometimes your argument doesn't really make sense, and they're like, so how do we move forward, because you're not making sense at this point. They might be asking their friends for help, because it's like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to win in an argument when this person doesn't make any sense. um, so yeah, no offense to you guys, but that's what I'm picking up. Okay, for some of you, it's like they feel like you're kind of rushing to be in a connection with them, and they're telling people this, and they're just kind of like, this person doesn't really know like the meaning of let's just slow down. They just want things to happen quite quick, and I'm trying to take this connection slow, so they're just getting a bit frustrated, but they're not gonna say that to you, obviously. So they are saying that you guys are getting along, but you just have this urge to push things a bit further than they would like at the moment. Um, they're telling people that you help them when it comes to like their maybe schoolwork or their business, um, or anything that can help them progress in the material world. You are actually an asset. You help them, and they appreciate that about you. Um, okay, they could be telling people that you're a good team worker. Team, is that's that word? Let's say you're just really good at teamwork. So when you guys work together, a lot gets done, and they really appreciate that. But even when they see you with other people, it could be with friends and family, or even at work, they can see that you're really good at working together in a team, and they like that about you. They could be telling people that you're very adventurous, um, and this person might be the opposite. They might be someone that is likes to stay in one place. They like what they're used to, where you are more someone that's a bit more expansive. You might be someone that's like, I want to go here and I want to travel here and I want to do this and that, and they're just like, oh, okay. They could be telling people that you like to do new stuff or interesting things that they're not used to. So you might suggest, oh, let's do this, and let's try. If I was to give an example, I don't know. Let's try. What's that thing where you jump out the plane? I forgot what that's called. But let's say, for example, you guys might have said something similar to that, and they're just like, what? I'm not jumping out no plane. You're crazy. No, sorry. I will sit here watching my Netflix in my sofa, comfortable and alive. Yeah. And you guys might be like, no, obviously we're going to be alive. You just pulled parachute, and then, yeah, it's fun. And then they're like, no, I don't know about all that. So they could be saying that you're quite adventurous in that sense. They could be telling people that you're quite knowledgeable in a lot of cultures, so you understand how a lot of cultures work, and their morals and beliefs, and it's quite educating for them. So they could be telling people that. They could also be telling people that you're a very ambitious person. Um, ambitious and ooh, hold on, getting something else. What is this? It's not. No, guys, I refuse. Hold on. I can get more information. I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, there is the element of you guys are loving and caring as well. Some of you could actually be pregnant, and they could be telling people about this. Oh, some of you could be pregnant, or they're pregnant, and they're basically telling everyone, oh, like we've now, we tried for a child, this worked, this person's conceived, or I've conceived, it's good news. So yeah, that's for some of you. Because the world here and the Queen of Pentacles together would kind of represent new life as well. So there's that. Yeah, that's all I'm really getting for you, pal. Oh, wait, I've got the Strength card. Okay, before I do that, Strength is reversed. Okay, so basically, I'm getting the sense they're telling people that you're not very aggressive. You're not very, what's the word? You're not dominating. You're not aggressive. You don't really give off that vibe. You're quite relaxed naturally. You don't feel the need to assert dominance, or get aggressive to make your point. You're just quite relaxed. You just don't feel that that's necessary. And they might be someone that's like, so is plan number two like a pushover? I don't really understand, when they say that they don't need to behave that way to make a point, because I would behave that way to make a point, because what is going on there? Like, otherwise you're gonna let people just run over you. So that's for some people. And for some of you, you guys don't really stick to a hobby, or if you say you're going to do something, sometimes you guys just give up, and then your partner's like, oh my gosh, yeah, how can partner number two said they was going to do XYZ, and they haven't done it, like they won't stick to it. They just keep giving up. Like if something doesn't go well, they'll just give up sometimes, and it's a bit disheartening, because I don't really want them to, and I can't really express this to them. For some of you, it's like they're telling people that they want to say certain things to you and they can't, because they're scared of hurting your feelings or causing you stress, and they don't really want to do that. So they're trying to find ways to explain stuff to you without it being a big problem or issue. So yeah, that's what I have for you, part number two. If you like this reading, you can like and subscribe to the channel. If you want a personal reading, you can look in the description box below for details. And I will talk to you guys later. So this is for pile number 3. If you chose the Knight of Cups, which is a Jack of Hearts. We're going to see what your love interest is telling others about you. Ooh. Okay. So the Four of Swords. The Five of Cups. Ooh, some of you had an argument. Let's go. Okay, thank you. The Lovers reversed. The Four of Cups. Okay, so this person, this love interest has basically it's oh sorry, the Hermit reverse. Okay, so for some of you, this love interest has hurt your feelings and it's caused you to basically distance yourself from them, and they feel like you're not interested in them anymore because of what they've done, or something that they've said, and they're telling people basically you're keeping your distance away from them, or you're just not really talking to them, and they really want to talk to you again. So if you guys hear music in the background, like we are a musical household. But yeah, basically, yeah, you've just basically distanced yourself. That's what they're telling people. And you don't really want to talk to them right now because they've disappointed you. Or for some of you, it's vice versa. You said something to them which they really didn't like, and or you've done something that they just disapprove of, and they're just keeping their distance from you, and they're telling people this. They're just like, no, I don't respect what pile number 3 did, like, and I'm upset, so I'm just gonna keep my distance because that wasn't right. Whichever way suits you guys. For some of you, you was being too flirty, so you was being reckless. You was flirting with other people, and they didn't like that. They were just like, what is going on? Are we not supposed to be talking, or are we not supposed to be in a relationship? Why are you entertaining other people? Are you trying to make a mockery out of me? So yeah, they just feel hurt by that. Or this is something that they did to you. It's so interesting because in this pile, it's either this was done to pile number 3, or pile number 3 did this to the love interest. So whichever way suits you guys. They're telling people that something's wrong with you. I know that's so rude, but they're telling people like, why did pile number 3 think it was okay to behave like this? Why did they think it was okay to say that to me? Like, why did they think it was okay to talk to someone else? Did they think like, what do you think this is? Why did they think it was okay to play the field? So they're just thinking like, they're telling their friends, I just don't understand that behavior. I don't get it. If that's what you want to do, then you can do that with other people, but you're not going to do that to me, I will remove myself from you. So that's what they're telling people. That's interesting. Don't know if you guys heard the music, but they could basically be partying, or they're listening to music to try and not think about what you did to them. So yeah, they just feel like they're telling friends, oh, maybe we should go party and maybe we should go here and there, so that they don't have to think about you and what you did. Because I feel like they're just because all these cards, yeah, are just giving me indication that something has gone wrong, and that's all they're really talking about. They're not really talking about any good aspects. I mean, I can try and find some, but straight off the bat, it's just quite negative. So I feel like the friends are just like, ugh, okay, is this all you're gonna talk about? Can we go and do something fun now? You're just gonna cry over pile number 3, like, come on. So that's what they're saying. Some of them are saying that they want to get back together with you, or they want to get back on a good level with you, but they don't know how they're going to do that because they feel like you're purposely isolating yourself from them. So they're asking their friends for help, like, oh, how do I get pal number 3 to talk to me again, because it's crazy, like. Oh my gosh. Okay. Some of them are big headed. Now, if they did something wrong to you guys, what they're saying is, oh, um, partner three's not talking to me, but they'll talk to me again soon. Like they're having a little bitch fit right now, but they're gonna talk to me again. Like, don't worry about it, guys. Like, we're not over. Don't get it twisted. Partner three's gonna talk to me again. So some of them are a bit big headed, and they're so sure you're gonna talk to them, even though something bad has happened that they've caused. Okay, I have to be real with you guys in on this channel. I have to be real. Some of them are kind of like pound number three is just an option, Like, it's not really it's not an issue. Like, I can go and get another guy or girl. Like, I don't have to chill. I don't have to just chill with pound number three. So if pound number three wants to distance themselves from me, it's not an issue. I am a bachelor or I'm a bachelorette out here. I don't need pound number three to get it. So this is what they're telling their friends. Whether this is true or not, this is what's being said. And for some of them, they're actually saying this, and it's not what they're saying isn't actually true. Um, they actually would want to talk to you guys again, but because they messed up and they have shame, they're going to basically say, I don't even need pound number three anyway. Come on, you don't know I can get man. You don't know I can get gal out here. Come on. So yeah, it's a front. Um, some of them are telling their friends that something's wrong with you guys. Like, guys, like, I feel like this person doesn't understand why they do what they do. Because Hermit Reverse is giving me that you guys don't really soul search, and this is what your love interest is telling people. Like, this person, they don't understand themselves. They're moving reckless out here. They're just, some of them, oh my gosh, some of them are saying that you basically will have sex with anything, not even anyone, anything. It's like, I don't even know what power number three's on. I don't know what they're on personally. What? Yeah, this is actually rude. I'm so sorry, guys, but that's what I'm getting. Um, some of them are telling their friends or people that you're not very mature. Um, they just feel like when you love someone, you're supposed to be very mature. You just are flirty at this point, and it's like you bring light energy, but you don't bring any maturity to the situation. And this is what they're telling their friends and that. Some of them are telling their friends and people around them that you're just basically childish, and they're just like, I can't deal with someone childish. This person is childish. Like, any small thing I do, they want to cry about. Like, come on, they need to fix up, or they need to, need to, not take things so seriously. About when it comes to minor things, so they're saying when it comes to minor things, you make a big deal out of it where you don't want to talk to me, and then when it comes to the serious things, you don't actually want to talk about that. You don't even want to be mature when you're supposed to be mature. So it's kind of like, this is what they're telling other people. They're telling other people everything they do, you're just disappointed with. Like, they're like, no matter how hard they try, you're just upset. And they're like, so how do I move forward now? Like, every small thing I do, part number three wants to cry about. So what now? So yeah, that's one thing. Second thing could be that they feel like you guys just overanalyze too much, and this is what they're telling their friends, that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, part number three, yeah, they analyze everything I say in depth, and they think it has another meaning, and it's like, no, I'm very direct. So I don't know why they think this. It's a bit weird. It's a bit too much, because if I mean something, I'm gonna say it directly. I don't have time for subliminals. So for pound number three to think I'm going to say something and have subliminals in what I'm saying is crazy, because I don't do that. So this is what they're telling their peoples. Um, Trying to see if I see anything that I haven't said already. Um, Some of them, they're saying that you just cause problems for like no reason. I think I already said something like that, but yeah, they're just like, it's just unnecessary. Um, But I mean, a good thing they're telling their friends and family and others is that, you know, when it's time to have a good time, like go out and that, you're quite entertaining. But in terms of longevity, you guys are just quite immature, and this is what they're telling other people. So, yeah, pal, number three, I think that's everything that I'm getting. If you like this reading, like and subscribe to my channel. If you want a personal reading, you can visit my Etsy page in the description box below. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.